used for dating of rocks, geochronology. So we look at how those things are done. So these two parts, the trace element geochemistry and the radiogenic isotope geochemistry, these parts will have lots of numericals. So you'll have lots of sums, calculations, etc. So these are the two sections where you'll have lots of numericals, which we will do. In the other parts, unfortunately, there are not many numericals. So just towards the mid part of the semester, we will get into these numericals once we have gone through the theory, etc. And then we will have just a couple of hours, depending on how much time we have, we will touch upon the topic of stable isotope geochemistry. That means we will look at isotopes of those elements which are not produced by radioactive decay. So like oxygen, uh, carbon, sulfur, etc., etc. So usually I just do only the introductory part of it, because of we have very little time remaining by the time we reach here. And if time permits, I would like to talk at least for a couple of hours on aqueous geochemistry. That means the behavior of elements at relatively low temperatures. So low temperatures would include, hydrothermal system solutions where temperatures are possibly below 300 degrees Celsius. So it's most of the trace element geochemistry part that I teach essentially deals with high temperature geochemistry, igneous systems, etc. So aqueous geochemistry is increasingly becoming an important field. So if time permits, I don't know. Most of the time I am not able to cover this part, but we will see. Okay, so this is roughly the broad course outline. So do you people have any questions? Anybody, any question on this? Nothing. So just from the first class onwards, you people are all quiet, huh? Very convenient. Okay. So do you people have a background of geochemistry? Have you done any courses? Anybody? I know the third year people have not done it, but the
Yes,
first year
sir.
MSc people
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. In our BSc
Yes,
second
sir.
semester.
in your BSc, what have you done?
This part in
The
a small
basics of
manner. Basics of
very basic.
geochemistry.
One at a time. Yeah, yeah. What part?
The basics of geochemistry. It
Yeah.
includes those parts that you have covered, that you try to cover, but there is some basic limits.
Okay. And
So
anybody
we
else?
so we learned the composition of the earth, the crust metal and core and all that stuff. And there
Uh,
was some brief idea about isotope geochemistry. It was there,
uh,
and some outline about cosmic abundance. This much,
okay.
very brief outline.
Okay. So you had a full course or just a part of a course?
No, it was a full course in one semester, but
Mm.
obviously it was a very brief idea, not in
Okay.
much detail.
Okay. So anybody else? So hopefully it will not be all repetition. I'm sure, or I hope so. I hope you learned something new. Okay, let's see. We will see. There will be some repetition, but of course, I think my experience shows that your hard drives get formatted very easily, of your brain. So anyway, most of you would have forgotten a lot of it, and therefore a bit of repetition is fine, but there would also be new things. I can assure you that. Okay, so we can begin. Actually, I will start the recording.